Hey everybody, how's it going? So I have this word list here, and I would like to generate some English sentences. Should puke be in there? Kids think that word is great. Besides, this is a general purpose list. Okay, so I have, what the hell? Alright, so let's see if our LLM calling works. So we'll say for k, v in LLMs dot items, and then we'll say print k, just kind of like that, I guess. Put an extra blank line in here, and then we'll say I guess I could do that, but I'll say, please identify yourself, listing model number, and company if applicable. Let's see how this works. Okay, so theoretically this should call all of these. I'm ChatGPT. I'm an AI language model created by OpenAI. Yes, you are. Don't have access to a definitive model number. I can't remember that. That's fine. I'm ChatGPT. I'm a large language model created by Mistral. Yeah, you are. I'm a large language model created by Mistral. Yeah, you are. I'm Claude, an AI inside. I don't have a specific model number in the traditional sense, but I'm part of the Claude family. I'm Claude. I'm Claude. Okay, so it's Claude, it's Claude, it's Claude, it's Claude, it's Claude. So we have Mistral, Anthropic, Anthropic. Yeah, so I think that should work pretty well. Okay. Let's come over here. And I'll show it my existing code. This is my existing code. Please make a general purpose function for calling LLMs expecting JSON arrays back. If LLM gets chatty, just use first and last. If JSON is invalid or an exception is thrown, return an empty list. All right. So if we can error protect this, so yeah, call LLM for JSON array. Usage example, return a JSON array of 5 fruits. Yeah, this will work pretty well. And we will test it out. So probably don't need this extensive documentation here. Yeah, let's try it out. Print call JSON array. Mistral, yeah, that's fine. Prompt equals return 5 cities in a JSON array of strings. And hopefully this should work. All right, New York, London, Tokyo, Paris, Sydney. That sounds pretty good. Probably don't need to keep doing that every time. Yeah, so return 5 cities in a JSON array of strings, and let's see how it handles errors. Say hi. Now, based on the requirements that I gave it, this should give me an empty list, which it does. So everything looks good. Yes. Now, what I want to do, obviously, is generate sentences for everything in words here, but I'm going to have to do that in a threaded fashion. So, first thing I would like to do is shuffle the list. So, shuffle list. Old list equals word list. Then word list equals like that. I'll just say, well, although that works. Okay, word list dot, okay, you're pissing me off. Wait, what was that? Choice. Does that do exactly what I want? No, because it's not going to pop it. Let's say old list dot pops that. Okay, that's what I was going to do. The autocomplete is actually kind of pissing me off right now, but if it knows what I want, then okay. All right, and then we'll just say print word list 0 to 5, which should change every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Yeah, it's definitely changes. So that is that's good. Have to figure out how I'm going to store these sentences. I have to store them. Okay. Assert that length of set of word list equals length of word list. Basically, there are no doubles. Okay, so am I going to store it? Am I going to use a database? I don't know. It has to be. Here's what I want to do. I want to collect sentences based on a word, right? And then I want to QA those sentences, add them to a repo, deduct instances of tokens from desired, and then repeat. Now it's going to be slightly more complicated because I'm going to be doing it in multiple threads. Yeah. So I think that we should start with the terms that are the least common. So we're going to say desired equals counter to say for word and word list desired equals 5. Let's do 10. Now, as we reject things, we might have to, use them again. You know what? I think that we should set it to 5, and then we should request 10, and then if we lose 50% of them, it doesn't matter. And it's okay to have extra ones, so how am I going to store this? All right. I did type password. Hold on. pause this stupid video. Hey, I'm back. Yeah, that was a little awkward. Okay, so show me how to connect to a local MySQL from Python. Note, I have not yet made my database for storing sentences, if that matters. Here's how to connect. Create database if not exists. Sentences database. Use sentences database. Okay. We will see if this works here. Run. No package named MySQL. Well, that is probably important. You're going to install, you're going to be a jerk. You know, this is kind of in the way. Alright, so did it go? Okay. Alright. Show me code to make 2 tables. Words and sentences. Note, I want the database to be pretty dumb. All processing will happen in Python. Alright, so create database. Let's see what it does. Varchar 256. What is text? Really long string. Okay, so 65. Oh yeah, that's definitely big enough. That probably fit most short stories. Maybe not like a novel or something, but okay. So this is actually pretty simple. Okay, so okay. I need a thread safe manager. I'm going to have threads generating sentences and requesting work. Work means make new sentences with a given word. So it will need to accept completed sentences, decrement expected counts based on contained words, and then give out work assignments, all while updating the database in a way that if the program crashes or is closed prematurely, will not corrupt the database. Suggestion? Alright, so MySQL connector, sentence manager, okay, add word. Add a word that needs sentences generated for it. Okay, so I can load it not prematurely, but get work, get all pending work. Dog, cat, nothing is committed. Greatest needed -1 prevents negative counts if something weird happens. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Now, hopefully this isn't going to be slow as shit. I don't think that we need all that crap. Boom. So let's see what the usage is. Sentence manager. If it's too slow, we'll have to figure something out. So, or I in words, word list. Let's see what's in there. Just make sure that nothing strange is going on. Okay, so manager.addWord, not hello, for I in word list. Needed count. Needed is going to be 5. Okay. Unknown column needed in field list. Show it everything. Not so perfect, my friend. All right. Uh-oh, you just saw my password. Oh well. Now you can corrupt my database. If you ever get access to my password or my computer. All right, we'll run this. No, that's not necessary. Run your script again. Unknown column needed in field list. Now that was unexpected. Oh, the drop wouldn't have worked. The drop wouldn't have worked because I didn't specify the database. Moron. Okay, so probably should have printed in case it's going to go really, really slow. Where did I put it? Oh, dear Lord. Okay, it's done. That did not take that long, so that's fine. Okay. Initial loading. Okay. All right. Get all pending work, get work, submit sentences, add word. For word and sentences, decrement word. Words and sentence. Oh, you know what? You know what? That's okay. That's okay. So let's try it out here. Well, no, because we need to QA the sentences. Okay, so I will say sentences equals LLMs Should we do it again? Let's see. Well, Haiku would be almost guaranteed to give us something worthwhile, so... Okay. Good God. Context generation is just a little bit scary. Okay. Generate 10 sentences using the word, I don't know, well, substance. They should be appropriate for educational purposes, work and school safe, return a JSON array of strings. All right. So there we go. Okay, we need a QA method somehow. Print sentences. Yeah, we should be using the cheapest model if we're experimenting. That one might be a little too inexpensive there, but Mistral's small. GPT-5 Nano is the cheapest, but its ability to fail is absolutely miraculous. It is so bad, it is bordering on laughable. So, yeah. Mistral's small. So can only contain, not list. Oh, for hell's sake. Okay, scientists carefully analyze the unknown substance in the lab. Understanding the chemical substance is essential. Okay, this looks pretty good. So, we need to QA these sentences somehow. All right. Output looks like this. Okay. I am generating sentences. Now I need to have them QA'd by Haiku. I would like to minimize token usage during QA. So maybe just I feel like I did this already. I feel like I'm reinventing the wheel. Yeah. Okay. I would like to flag on unnatural and malformatted sentences. Perhaps positive acceptance of sentences is better. then rejection. So enumerate sentences and then say return the index of all sentences which are fit as a JSON array. JSON array of ints. Sound good? Alright, so call LLM for JSON array. Okay. Modify this. Make a modified version of this that works with arrays of ints, but tolerate arrays of strings of ints as well. Call LLMs for int array. Convert to ints tolerating strings. Okay, so QA sentences. Review the sentences. Return a JSON array of integers representing the indices of the sentence that are natural sounding, grammatically correct, appropriate for educated users. Return only indices of acceptable sentences as a JSON. Okay, so let's QA the sentences. Alright, so yeah. QA'd sentences equals QA sentences. Fortunately, this is pretty cheap. We're not exactly using Premiere models here. Still, I don't want to waste 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, cool. It thinks that everything is good to go. So I probably don't need the output. Manager equals sentence manager. Okay, do full generation word. And then it's gonna look like this. All right. Print doing generation on word. And then return QA'd sentences. Like that. Okay, so we need to request a word, get work. Okay. Modify this to, well, hold on. This should be using cached counts for each word and return the word that needs the most generations. If there are multiple that all need the same, then it should choose randomly. and randomly picks among ties. No database hits for work assignments. Okay, so paste. And then what does it return if there's nothing? Get work. Looks like get work always returns a value. What if no generations are needed? Oh, God. Okay, so return none. Does it return none? Oh, for hell's sake. Okay. Do a generation. Okay. Word equals manager dot get work. What is it doing? If not word or word is none, then print all done and return. Otherwise, do a full generation. Sentences equals do a full generation. Why does it keep trying to do a subscript? Okay, now if not sentences, then print failed to generate return. Otherwise, we need to add them. So extract the word list. Okay. So for S in sentences, S lower equals S dot lower. We'll go join. So it will be space if I dot is alphabetic for I in S dot lower. If not, I is alphabetic. It'll be I if I is alphabetic, or I equals else space, and then words is going to be split. But it'll be I for I in that, and then I dot strip. You know, we don't want any of those on the end if there's any half quotes. Looks pretty good. And then manager dot submit sentences S dot words. worried that the word lookup is going to be case sensitive, and it shouldn't be. Please check. You're right to worry. There's two issues. MySQL default collation is case insensitive. Your Python cache is case sensitive. Stores words as is, but submit sentence receives lowercase words from your tokenization. So your add word should normalize to lowercase everywhere. And when you load your words initially. Add word. Add word, submit sentences. Submit sentence. Get work. And when you load words initially. Show me code to make the table lowercase. I don't want to reload. I'll run it once in Python. Okay, so we'll come up here. Add word is only once. Let's run. Updated 238 rows, but it didn't generate anything, right? Do a generation. No, I didn't. So just... Okay. Let's see if I can print up a little report here. There's a bug in do full generation. You're not using the word parameter. It just generates sentences. Do a generation. Sentences equals do full generation. Okay. Show me how to call do a generation and show before and after words needed sum totals. Calling the method isn't the problem. It's generating the sums that would be useful to know. So let's see. Okay, so run this. Okay. 5,700. All right, I probably would have said words needed. Working on Kyle. Doing generation on word Kyle, reduced by 63. Okay, that sounds pretty good. I should be good to run 10 concurrent instances of do a generation, right? There's a race condition. Decrement optimistically when handing out work. Do a generation. All right. Concurrent futures dot wait. Will this block like I expect? Yes, that'll block. Alright, so what I want to do is... you know what? This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Won't decrementing before I've added screw up my counts. Yes, if you decrement get work but the generation fails or produces fewer sentences than expected. Don't decrement and get work, just accept some duplicate work. Yeah. This is exactly why I wanted randomization. Should reduce duplicates, except at the very, very end. Okay, so this should theoretically. Okay, so Stone, Kyle, Brown, May, Ray, March, Jerry, Grant, Dawn. All right. Looks. Not give anything in the same 10-second span. Not give anything. Not yet. No, I'm glad it knew what the hell I was talking about because that really didn't make any sense. All right, so init. God, that looks like shit. Okay, so init gets replaced. Import time. Get work. Now the same word won't be handed out twice within the same 10 seconds. If all words are on cooldown, it returns none. You might want to handle that. No, I'm fine. So, get work. Okay. All right. Show me code to print the count of sentences in the database before the run and the sum of the needed words, so I can check that the database is updating as expected. Only print the last few sentences though. Alright. Alright, this looks pretty good. Pretty good. See what it does. What the hell? Alright, okay, no, that's fine. Am I supposed to replace all of this? Let's see what it says before. So, sentences in database 92, total still needed, recent sentences. I just want to see this going down. I don't want to. I've run things for hours and not recorded anything, so if it seems like I'm being ridiculously paranoid, I apologize. Okay. So, sentences in database. There's 175. The number is going down. It's not going down very fast, but all right. Working on 40. Working on front. All right. Okay. Right now, this is my work loop. It runs 10 and stops. How do I make it run continuously? Actually, I probably need better screen output for status. Okay. Clear screen, status line, run continuous. Also, it's just a while loop. That's pretty simple, I guess. This keeps 10 workers busy at all times, shows live status, and stops when there's no work left. Yippee-ki-yay. All right, let's see what it does. All right, March, May, does it seem like it's picking the same words? Brown, Grant, Kyle, Jerry, Don, Stone, reminded. Splendid, Julie, May keeps coming up. Ray, Okay, something weird is going on. Doing generation. This keeps coming up. Doing generation on word array appears 5 times in the output, just for a few minutes. Look at my script, make sure nothing is wrong. Do full generation, you're still hard coding substance. Oh my god. Do full generation. That is, that's pretty dumb. That is very dumb. So now I have hundreds and hundreds of sentences with the word substance. Delete from sentences. Okay. Manager is not defined. See, this is why you want output. How do I delete all but 20 of them? All right. Deleted 1,699 sentences. Okay. Please add some kind of sanity detection mechanism and make sure I never do something stupid like this. Actually, no. Just verify my script. You know what? It seemed like the number wasn't going down as much as it should have. I remember that. Verify my script. Make sure it's actually using the word. You're not initializing manager before calling manager equals sentence manager. It's because I deleted it. manager equals sentence manager. It wouldn't have run without it. All right. Whew. Okay, Grant, Don, Brown, Jerry, May, March, Stone, Kyle, Ray, Day. All right, words left. Okay, the number is dropping, 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 dropping. We're good. We are good. So, let's see here. I'm not using OpenAI. Haiku, 21 cents. Breaking the bank, man. Open router. Oh, God, you're killing me. These are pretty economical models here, so. Okay. Okay, 4,930. Asylum Squeeze 7 volume treason. Punks. The word punk has just always seemed funny to me. Well, and I know why. It's because when I was a kid, we used to call each other punk. You know, it wasn't. It was never like an insult. It was just sort of silly. Like, I mean, I get that it is an insult, but I never interpreted it that way. All right. So keeps dropping. Looks pretty good. And the number of sentences continues to grow. So when I really needed this was back in 2010 when I was, or maybe 2012, when I was working on my reading program, and it was so difficult to get quality sentences. And I always thought that if I just tweaked it just a little bit, just right, just, figured out the secret, that I could get much, much cheaper sentences. And I couldn't. Sentences cost more than it seemed like they should. Unless I did them all by myself, in which case they took an unreasonable amount of time. And because it takes time is exactly the reason that the number was higher. So 4,111. Now this is good. If it gets stuck on some words, like for some reason that I can't predict right now, it just can't generate some word, well, that's fine. The timeout will allow it to end. This would be perfect for a reading website. This would be perfect for, like a vocabulary program. All right. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to leave this running and go. Oh my God, it's later than I thought. I will leave this running and go get some food or something.